Hey there, John Ellison here, and this week's Happy Habit, I want to talk about forgiveness. Now, it isn't what I would have associated as being a habit that could actually influence my own subjective well-being, but the research is pretty clear on this one. Our ability to forgive other people that have hurt us has a significant impact on our emotional and our physical health. People who are more forgiving in general tend to have lower cardiovascular and immune system issues. Now, this is a fascinating concept, but I think experientially, I understand how this works. When I've been hurt from other people and I haven't gone through that hard work of forgiveness, I can kind of feel it storing in my body. I can feel it in my chest when I remember that pain. And the literature describes that there's actually two different components of this process of forgiveness. There's the internal emotional state, how we feel about ourselves and someone else in the context of being hurt. And then there's the external behavior of what we actually say to them and what we do in the context of forgiveness. And so this week's habit is about writing someone a letter that we feel we need to forgive. This is something that we can do without even sending to them, and it can have positive benefits. So I encourage you to take out the look at the behavior tips, but really the core of this one is trying to genuinely express our emotions, but also tap into the needs and the feelings of the other person who've hurt us, and seeing if we can empathize with them and create a connection to bridge that pain. This is something that I found really hard, but in writing this week's issue, I realized that I actually need to do more often. There were two relationships that came to mind as I was writing this week's edition, and I've set aside some time this weekend to write a forgiveness letter. It's been really helpful in me kind of releasing that emotion that I didn't even realize was stored up. So take a look at this week's habit. See if you can write a forgiveness letter to release some of that stored up emotion and have a feel about how it impacts your own sense of well-being. You might just find yourself being able to connect to other people more easily if you can release that stored up hurt from your past. Hope you have a good week, and as always, only do what you actually want to do. Have fun with it, be kind to yourself, and we'll see you next week. Let me know how it goes.